This is the first statement now that has been issued by the former Afghanistan President Ashraf Ghani now, who says that he wants to explain his decision to have left Kabul. His statement also is, remember, coming against the backdrop of the Taliban now forming the new government in Afghanistan. In fact, if I can just read through that statement, he begins, and I quote him now. He says, I owe the Afghan people an explanation for leaving Kabul abruptly on August the 15th after Taliban unexpectedly entered the city. He says that he left at the urging of the palace security, who advised me to remain risk setting off the same horrific street-to-street fighting the city had suffered during the civil war of the 1990s. And Niranjan, he does say that leaving Kabul was the most difficult decision of my life, but he says that he believes that this was the only way to keep the gun silent and save Kabul and the 6 million citizens.
Well, it seems like this entire statement was aimed to try and respond to the specific allegations of him leaving the country with bags and wads of cash, as claimed by some sections. Now he says he specifically addressed that. He says that those are baseless allegations, that he left Kabul with millions of dollars belonging to the Afghan people. He calls the charges completely and categorically false. He says corruption is a plague and that has crippled Afghanistan for decades, and fighting corruption has been a central focus of his own efforts. Now he says that he has publicly declared all of his assets, and that his wife and him have been leading a very scrupulous life as far as finances are concerned. He says his wife's family inheritance has also been disclosed and remains listed in the home country of Lebanon. He adds that he welcomes an official audit of financial investigation under UN auspices or any other appropriate independent body to prove the veracity of statements. He says his close aides are also ready to submit their finances to public audit, and that he would encourage and urge other former senior officials and political figures to do the same. So it seems like this is a statement that has been released to address those reports, first of all. And then he talks about a democratic republic being the only way forward for a sovereign, peaceful, prosperous Afghanistan. And he says throughout his service to Afghanistan, the boundaries of his actions have always been defined and guided by the 2004 Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Now, these are some of the points that he has made. And handing it back to you, keeping a close track on any responses to this.
Niranjan, for the moment, thank you. We have more breaking updates coming.